Yo, what's up, Pokemon fans? This is Jay from Hot Singles TCG, and today we're going to dive into my thoughts for obtaining Pokemon distribution access while starting off as a newbie. If you're planning on creating a Pokemon business, this is going to be the right place for you to get your plan started. I'll be sharing some good tips to help you figure out your Pokemon supply issues for sealed product. Let's get into it! I'm going to break this down into two sections, applying for yourself or getting a partnership with someone who already has access. Unless you have a physical storefront or you're a content creator with like 10k followers, your odds are not very good for applying yourself. Distro companies are already spread pretty thin with the current craze. I think I even saw people accusing a car dealership of having access.
We're here by selling Hyundai. I got one sealed case left of poster collection.
These distro companies have mostly moved on from online-only retailer applications right now, and they're prioritizing people who have larger overhead with a physical storefront, or those that have been established for a while now, even if they weren't buying Pokemon before. If you're serious about starting a Pokemon business or pursuing this goal of getting distro, there are a few things you should probably have to begin with. An LLC for credibility and tax filings, a resale license for tax exemptions, unless you really want to pay sales tax, I guess, I don't know. And then cash on hand, preferably around 5k, maybe more. This is going to be the hardest barrier of entry for people, but to put it in perspective, your LGS is probably spending 50 grand right now for Destined Rivals allocations. So if you think saving 5k is out of the question, you might have to reevaluate the reality of your goals or start on a smaller scale. Of course, we want to be in full control of our operations and future success, so we'd want to have the distro in our name. But this is going to be a hard path to go down. If you really insist going this way, these are my thoughts. Have some sort of proof that you can and have made sales. And no, I'm not talking about retail, but stuff like Japanese booster boxes, or what I'm going to try, valuable single cards. We want to show that we have experience buying low and selling high, with our own wallets. For me, I'm vending a show in a couple weeks, and I've invested in a camera, mics, all that. I want to have the video proof of payments and the interest in my products. I might even do a discount for people who sign a petition or just state to the camera they wish I had access for distro. Become a content creator. This is coming from PokeNE and kind of the whole idea of this channel and brand of following the guidance that larger creators have already made. Sales reps for these distro companies usually enjoy the products as well, so they consume TCG content in their spare time, or maybe even for work, who knows. If they like your content, it's possible they will be the ones to reach out to you and get you onboarded with the company. It's kind of a long shot, but if it doesn't happen, then you've already built your own community. So I'll take a moment and say thanks to you guys that are here with me now. Like the video and drop a sub on the channel. This is kind of a joke suggestion. This isn't a good idea, but it is an idea. Go find a representative on LinkedIn and message them your sales pitch. Just be aware that you're kind of being a weirdo and maybe barking up the wrong tree too. Fabricating a store. We know that they want a physical storefront, so we could try to play into that. You can turn a shed or garage into a mini store. You could try to give the appearance that you're a brick and mortar, but it probably won't work out. It won't look professional enough for their requirements. I mean, they expect players to go there. Legally, zoning might be an issue with the retail area in a residential area. I don't know, that's probably local codes. And then, is there even shipping access for a freight truck to get through for the supplies? It just doesn't seem like a good idea. That was all I could think of for doing it yourself. Keep in mind, this is your chance to do a sales pitch, your first impression on them. If you half-ass it or get lazy, your name is forever going to be tied to it. Even if you get your shit together in a couple years and reapply, they'll probably see the first application and have a bad taste in their mouth. Make sure you're giving it your all and really ready to apply. Try to think of it as a job interview and put your best foot forward. Moving on from the DIY stuff into part 2, we're going to partner with the store who already has distro. first thing you're going to want to do is to find a store to partner with. Now, go into this with the mindset that you are being annoying to them, or kind of leeching off of them. You want to be respectful. Do not go in there acting like you deserve charity. Right now, you want to put on your big boy pants and act like an adult with a plan that will benefit the both of you. So who can you look for? The absolute perfect scenario is going to be a shop that already has distro, but is not ordering much for one reason or another. Even better if they're in a tight spot financially. This could be somewhere that mostly deals with sports, but only gets Pokemon on the side for their kids or whatever. Maybe a rural location that doesn't get too much foot traffic. You want to avoid a large location that is already doing business at insane rates, and selling out their distro on release day. You'd look like a fool if you try partnering with someone who doesn't need you when they could already sell at market rate and double their money. Alright, time to propose to them. I feel like I should be replicating the scene in Wolf of Wall Street where he's forming a company and giving everyone the script for a sales pitch.
And with this script, which is now your new harpoon, I'm gonna teach each and every one of you to be Captain fucking Ahab.
I bet that actually has some potential in a real life scenario here. Okay, I hope you understand now that we aren't going to ask for handouts. We're trying to find a place where we can assist them. This is up to your creation of what you could propose to them, but just make sure you're going in there professionally. Maybe just an introduction with the owner first if you don't know them. Then be courteous to ask when you can stop by and talk business at some point. Or if you're feeling antsy and the vibe is good, start off by asking about the Pokemon products. Lead into where they get their supply from. Let the owner talk and answer. Do not be cutting them off while they speak. God, this sounds so weird and malicious when it has to be planned out. This might be where you hop in about how you've wanted distro access too, and maybe there is something you could do to benefit them if you get access. You could propose something like paying them upfront for any orders you want to make. For easy math, let's say a booster box is $100 at distro. Offer to pay 20% on top of the distro price upfront in cash. And if the order doesn't get fulfilled because of a weird allocation, you trust them enough to be able to come back and get your leftover change. Another approach would be splitting the profits. So you make your order with their distro, obviously the store sees how much you ordered, and then take all that product to a card show the next week and sell out. You'd have to go home and do some math to get them paid back. Again, for an easy math example, you agree on a 50-50 split of profits, you bought $1,000 worth of boxes and then sold them all for $2,000, that makes $1,000 profit, you have to go and pay the store the $500 to get even. You can offer to wear the store's merch, provide flyers or business cards, whatever they want to sweeten the deal. Just make sure you aren't coming off as a competitor. You want this to be beneficial for everyone. Another scenario. This time, let's assume you go to a store and they do not have distro. They've just been buying off scalpers from Craigslist or Marketplace, or maybe they don't carry Pokemon at all. You could try to offer a scenario where you are going to fill out the distro application on their behalf, and then manage the Pokemon sales with shared profit. This one is going to be even more of a long shot than the other example. How likely is a company to just provide all their documents and stuff for you to submit? It's not going to happen, but there's a chance no matter how small. And if they give you that chance, you have good odds to get accepted from the distro with your reputable brick and mortar storefront that you now represent. This is all pretty unlikely, but we have to try something, right? I wish you guys luck with it, and let me know if you would add anything or approach it in a different manner. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment that says enter me into the giveaway for future pack openings. I've been having more success with the YouTube short side of content creation, and it's good to make people laugh or whatever, but you guys who are watching these type of business videos are the ones I relate to the most, and I really appreciate you guys being here, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you guys, and have a good day.